begin. She break it down real, never play pretend. Take heed to the message, lessons through the lens. Came from the source, she built from the stars. Turned all them L's and twist to Mars. Ain't here to preach, just here to relate. She done fell in the trap, now she shifting the fate. Every slip was set up for her next prize. Not your poor truth with a joke on the side. No filth, no fluff, just soul in the mix. Every story got a gem, every laugh got a fix. She went and wet from heartbreak to hustle, from crying in the dark to finding the muscles. So if you watch it, man, open your ears, cause the realest lessons come wrapped in them tears. Take heed to the message, you gon' feel inspired. Real talk, no cut, just the truth and life. Been through the fire, now she see that flame. Laugh through the pain, but she still got them. Everyday life with a twist and a trend. 10 true jokes where the hill begin. She break it down real, never play and pretend. Take heed to the message, lessons through the lens. She said how it is, no shook, no mess. Life goes to in love, but it's all gon' last. It's life uncut with a side to grace. She a voice in your ear when the world's in your face. So laugh if you want, cry if you need. But one day for sure, you gon' take heed. Cause she been through the mess, now she blessed in the crowd. The truth in the chest, and the hair still proud.
Shout out to Corey Joe, 1000 Watts Radio. Okay, when y'all get time, please like and subscribe to that brother channel. You feel me? Get in here, like and subscribe. Tell them, take heed, sit my baby. Good morning, everybody. Let's get into the foolery this morning. How my mic sound? Do my mic sound nice? Press 1. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's good to see y'all. Let's get into some foolery today. Baby, let's get into some foolery today. All right, listen. 18 said, let's see what 18 put. Someone did some heavy shopping in Africa and it's very telling. Listen. I want to say I'm spoiled first. I want to say that. I want to say I'm spoiled first. 18 years being married. I'm very spoiled, you know. And long as you listen to my husband, you fine. It's only when you don't listen, then it becomes a problem. So shout out to my king. Shout out to my king. I'm disagreeable sometimes though. I'll be ready for war sometimes, okay? Shout out to my king. Yes, honey. Club King UB is in the house. Shout out to you, my wonderful husband, for always giving corrections and always with a loving hand. Shout out to you, my amazing husband, my superhero. Okay, let's get into the foolery this morning. The title of this nonsense is CEO blames Coldplay for getting caught on the Jumbotron. They call it the kiss something, but I'm gonna call it the Jumbotron because that's how we know it. Okay, up here. All right. Now, let's get into the foolery, okay? All right, let's get into the nonsense this morning. If you don't know me, okay, this is the first time you seeing me on social media, okay? Listen, I understand, okay? I understand. All right, I'm not famous yet. My show is called Take Heed to the Message. And the given name that was given to me by my husband is Abang Anua. It just means queen in my husband's language. Let's get into the foolery. Okay? 18 said that's one of the benefits of being a pick-me. Be kept. Oh, that's nice, 18. Shout out to you, my sister. Thank you. Being kept. Thank you so much, baby. I appreciate you. Let's get into the foolery. Now, everybody on social media is wilding out about the CEO. Everybody wilding out about the CEO. You understand? And even Anton Daniels got some smoke for the CEO too. So we're gonna head over to him first. Then we're gonna come back over to Instagram. Now, y'all who are in the chat right now, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. And if you're new to my content, like and subscribe if you feel the content. You understand? We're going to act a little foolish this morning, and I'm going to share something with you. My stance on this, a lot of y'all women, and maybe men too, you may not agree with my stance on this. We're going to discuss after we hear everybody get in here and say some foolery, okay? Now, when I say some foolery, I'm talking about how they're going to discuss the situation. Y'all know how I do. I'll be like, we going to talk about some foolery this morning. So let's get into the nonsense. First runner up is Anton Daniels. And y'all know how this brother get in here and he cook. Okay, shout out to Anton Daniels. Y'all, please, if you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. Also donate to the page. Hill, how are you? Good morning. Let's get into the foolery. To all my, watchers from the clouds, good morning. Good morning. How are you? Have some manners. Hit that like button. Okay. They got 3 dots at the top. Hit that like button or tap the screen twice. You understand? Be respectful. Because when I'm in your house, I hit that like button. Okay. For y'all content creators hiding from the clouds, I hit the like button when I'm in your house. Okay. I may not come in the chat, but I hit that like button. Be respectful. Let's get into this foolery. Here we go. Shout out to Anton Daniels. Here we go.
What idiots. This is
Now, even the head singer of Coldplay said either they're having either they're having an affair or they're very shy. Shout out to Coldplay. Now I'm gonna share something with you. CEO, you were very foolish on your part. I ain't gonna lie to you. You were foolish on your part. Because you don't take a hoe outside. You ain't supposed to do that. That's pimp rule number 1. You have messed up on that one. Let's continue. Here we go.
stupid people doing stupid things. And this ain't even the worst of it. The worst of it is that he's actually a CEO of a tech company. And then we're going to deep dive into that in a second. And he decided that he wanted to take one of his employees, which a lot of us always have this conversation, and we're going to definitely have it on After Hours tonight, and fraternizing with the employees. I took a stance. Other people took a different stance in previous conversations. But we're definitely going to have this conversation tonight, and that he got caught on the kiss cam. You ever take the work and get caught on a kiss cam. You are at one of the biggest concerts in the world, and I know what it is, right? Because it's probably tens of thousands of people, maybe even 100,000 people there. I'm just going to assume. I don't know what stadium this is inside of Boston. But there's tons of people here, and no way that the kiss cam could ever be on you. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably in this suite and you hanging around other people, but that is the exact people that they target. They're going to target the people that are in the suite, or they're going to target the people, usually, that is on the ground. But either way, you don't move like this. You know what I'm saying? But this is classic examples of dudes in high power and high position and how they move. Kevin Samuel said it best. Men with resources, a lot of times they exercise options. They don't necessarily cheat. Now, on top of that, I've read some things that basically highlighted how the wife, because they are both married. Floppy. See, here, that's the caveat.
Yeah.
It's not that he's just cheating. It's that they are cheating with each other. That he is married, and so let me deep dive a little bit into it. I'm not one to usually talk about this type of thing, but it's going viral. So it's not like I'm exposing anything that you guys haven't seen. He's the CEO of a company named Astronomer, apparently. And his name is Andy Byron, Astronomer CEO. Caught at a Coldplay concert, allegedly lashed out, threatened employees
Why
at his
would you
previous.
threaten employees? Oh my God.
Now they saying that he threatened employees at his previous job.
At the previous job for the same thing. Shout out to Anton Daniels because that's his cooking rendition of this foolery. Okay? And a lot of people have a lot of stuff to say on social media when it comes to this foolery of the CEO. Now I'm gonna share something with you that he messed up on. One thing is that when you got the side chick, she not supposed to be made public. You're not supposed to take her to plays and all this other stuff. You're not supposed to be taking her to concerts and stuff like that. You supposed to just knock her down. And I know that y'all like take heed, you wrong. You supposed to knock her down wherever you gonna knock her down at and go home. But this is pimp. This is the pimp move number one. Okay, rule number one. You were not supposed to do this. Okay? You hurt your wife, you disrespected her. All her friends in the soccer mom camp are going to be looking at her like she crazy because of the disrespect. But let take heed. Let me share something with you. Take heed the way I'm looking at it. I'm not going to look at it the same way y'all looking at it, okay? I can't look at it the same way y'all looking at it, okay? Because if they have small children involved, this is another thing we're going to be talking about. If they got small kids involved, this is another thing. Do y'all remember the movie where, Mrs. Cartwright, the mama, y'all remember? She pulled her daughter-in-law to the side. She said, honey, you are a woman on a mission. She said to her, you are married without a prenup. She said, baby, go lay your demands on him and let him know how this gonna work out. And what did the wife do? She went down there and laid the demands on Mr. Cartwright. And what did he do? Mr. Cartwright got rid of his chocolate dumpling, didn't he? Didn't he get rid of his chocolate dumpling? Didn't he get rid of her? I'm just listen. Don't crucify me yet. Just give me a minute, okay? Just give me a minute. Don't crucify me yet. I'm not going to take the stands like everybody else. We're going to come with something else because it's a little too much. And if they got young kids, it's a little too much, okay? Now, let's get in here. Because a lot of people have been discussing the CEO, okay? And let me see if this is the first one that discussed the CEO. Let me see. Here we go. So this is the first video for the CEO. Here we go. Somebody else chiming in.
What Andy Byron's wife did after he cheated on her with his colleague Megan. Earlier today, Andy was caught at a Coldplay concert with his mistress, Kristen. Although it seemed like no one had noticed, a cameraman recognized him in the crowd and filmed the exact moment Andy was holding Kristen in a close embrace. The video quickly spread across social media and then hit the news. The story blew up instantly. At that very moment, Megan was at home with their kids, completely unaware of what was happening. Her best friend sent her the video, and when she watched it, Megan was first in shock, then furious. Without hesitation, she threw all of Andy's things out of the house, deleted every photo of them together, removed his last name from her Facebook profile, and even deactivated her Instagram. According to those close to her, she was heartbroken, but absolutely determined not to be made a fool of. Later that same evening, Megan contacted a lawyer and began preparing for a divorce. She announced that she'll be seeking full custody of the children, along with the maximum amount of child support allowed by law. Rumor has it she's also planning to file for emotional damages since the betrayal happened so publicly. Here's what Andy...
Now I'm going to share something with you. I got a different mindset when it comes to this. It's a different mindset, okay? But y'all heard allegedly this is what the wife said. We want to say alleged. Y'all heard allegedly what the wife said that she may do, okay? Now, this is the next one because there's a lot of content creators talking about this horrible situation that happened to the wife. And I feel so bad for her. My heart goes out to her because it's painful. Here come another content creator that discusses this. Here we go.
So annoyed with that CEO who got caught with his mistress at the Coldplay concert. He released a statement. At the end of his statement, he was like, I feel like this should bring up privacy concerns, why this was posted without my consent and why it was filmed without my consent. You cheated on your wife without her consent. You're at a Coldplay concert with your mistress. And the thing you want to say right now is, I feel like this shouldn't have been posted. Yeah, you got caught. I'm so annoyed.
And the young lady is correct. You got caught. The young lady is correct. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. Okay? Guys, if you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. What we do over here is that when you enter, clean your feet. Hit that like button. When you get into someone's house, what you do, you clean your feet. Hit that like button. Okay? Like and subscribe if you ain't never seen this content before. Donate to the channel as well. Fair use, Steven said. Okay? Listen, fair use. So there's a lot of people talking about the CEO. And I feel bad for his wife. I do. And it's heartbreaking. Here's another content creator coming in, talking about the same nonsense. Here we go.
You know what I took from this? This is what I took from this. It's not about the guy, the girl, the stupidity. Sure, he's a piece of so is she. They're both married, right? Here's what I took from the whole thing. Everyone who's worked in corporate world, it just reminds you how the corporate world is. Because the person that I hate the most in this is not these two people. You know, they're adults. They made their decisions. Morally, it's terrible, but that's someone else's life and someone else's business. But here's what I hated. This girl. I hate what this represents. Someone was fired so that this girl could be promoted to the vice president of human resources. The one department that is supposed to stop and prevent and punish inappropriate workplace relationships. Yet she is standing next to the CEO and her boss while they're doing the exact thing she's supposed to be stopping. The craziest thing was old dude's apology. It says, statement from our CEO. Let me start by apologizing to my family, my wife, and our wonderful employees. My behavior is inexcusable and the shame I am receiving is well deserved. I tried to hide my actions, but the truth has finally been revealed. I am a Coldplay fan, and not just of the first two albums. I also like the recent stuff. I am going to take some time to contemplate my future. Please respect our family's privacy at this time. So first he had to delete that one. Then he comes out with the next one and says that it's Coldplay's fault and the public for putting their affair out there for everyone to see. And then did y'all see that they updated their LinkedIn this morning or yesterday? The crazy thing is they weren't the only ones. No one paid attention to the other ones. Did y'all not see the other one? You want?
The heartbreaking thing is that I know a lot of us making light of this situation because it's not you. It's not you. But there was a husband at home and there was a wife at home because both of them are married. So there was a husband at home, a wife at home that was lied to about probably a vacation because, like, you know, a business vacation with the boss or something like that. So two people were lied to, okay? So you have the husband at home not understanding what the hell happened. You have a wife at home not understanding what the hell happened. That's horrible. See, the things that people don't understand is that when you cheat, it's not just you getting some good. You're affecting people that is in your family. You are affecting your children. You are affecting your husband. You are affecting your wife just because of a little pleasure. Do you understand? Just because of a little pleasure. This is why I take heed, always get in here and tell y'all, Learn how to talk to your husband. Learn how to deal with your husband on a daily basis. Understand this man is not your enemy. Do you understand? Understand that you and him are one, my sisters. But I'm not going to get in here and say the wife had something to do with this. This was sheer foolery right here. Just dumb luck. This right here was just, listen, whatever you do in the dark will always come to the light. People forget that mess. They always forget that mess. Whatever you do in the dark will come to the light. It may not, it can go past 4 or 5 years, 6 years, but eventually it will come. Now, this woman has to deal with the fact that everybody in her family saw this video, okay? She got to deal with the fact of all her friends saw this foolery. The husband got to deal with the fact all this mess, people saw his wife up there cuddling with another man. You understand? All this foolery. I'm going to share something with y'all because some of y'all might be like, take heed, wait a minute. Take heed, wait a minute. I'm going to share something with y'all. I don't think the wife should leave him. I'm not going to say, bitch, what? I don't think the wife should leave him. Let me share with you why. Because we already know that her husband, the lady who was hugging, you know, they was all shimmy and stuff, right? Okay? Up there on the Megatron, right? Her husband is leaving her ass. He gonna leave her, okay? He's gonna leave her. So now she's gonna be heartbroken and her family will be destroyed. But his family, if I was the wife, I would stay. And you know why I would stay? To make sure my kids didn't have to go through no foolery, okay? My kids didn't have to go through any struggling, you know what I'm saying? Because once you divorce, you're coming out of, no matter how much money they give them in a settlement, you know, the settlement I think she want to sue him for the embarrassment, also the divorce and child support, it still ain't gonna be enough. You understand? See, she's married to the CEO. So that money flowing in the house is nasty. I would not take my kids. I'm just saying, I wouldn't take my kids. Okay? Tracy, thank you, baby, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. They got busted on camera. They did. They got busted on camera. Whatever you do in the dark will come to the light, baby. But if I was the wife, this is just me. I'm not telling her to do what I'm saying, but if it was me, I would get a good cry. I ain't gonna lie to you. I would get a good cry. I wouldn't throw none of his shit out. I'd have waited till he got home. Because you already know the HR woman, she losing her husband. She gonna lose her husband. She done. Okay? She gonna lose her husband. Because men don't take disrespect like that. Okay? So her husband is gone. But you want to also make sure your children are not losing anything. You understand? That they eventually may gain a stepmom. No, you don't want that. Because what'll happen is he'll go live happily ever after with this heifer right here. So what you doing is you going to continue your marriage till those kids get grown. And at the time of those kids are growing up, he's wiping the floors and everything, asking for forgiveness. Okay? All those years of being with him, he asking for forgiveness and all this stuff like that. I would say keep him. Just so this bitch can keep him. Just so she don't get him. I would say keep him. So you actually punishing him and her. And at the time too, you're gonna get some healing. Because I need you to get some healing. I need you to get some healing. I would not leave my home. I ain't lying to you. I would not leave my home. Okay. Now, Auntie said the HR lady was divorced already. They said she wasn't. I don't know. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. I would not give her the satisfaction. One thing about a side chick, that we need to understand. If you're going to be a side chick, you will always remain a side chick. You're going to always remain a side chick. I would leave her ass in that category. She would not graduate to queen. Like, this is why I say that there is no sisterhood. Y'all be in here lying, talking about, we got a sisterhood. We love each other, y'all women. But it's easy for y'all to break somebody else's home. It's easy for y'all. This is why I do not believe in no sisterhood nonsense. Because once somebody get jealous or they see your man look appetizing, they begin to do whatever they want to do, and they think is right. And they'll tell you, well, I want to be happy. I love him. Mind you, he got a whole family. You want to be happy. You happy with destroying somebody else's home. May the devil find you and do all types of things to your life. Because you signed up to hurt another woman, but y'all say, we got a sisterhood. You're lying. There's no way. Let me share something with you. If we really had a sisterhood amongst all women from every color, if we really had a sisterhood, no man in the world would be able to cheat. No man in the world will be able to cheat if we really had a sisterhood. But we don't. We don't have no sisterhood because she had no problem with going to Coldplay, standing up there in a suite, letting somebody else's husband hold her. She had no problem with that shit. But I'm going to share something with you. I would not make the shit easy. If I was the wife, I would not make the shit easy. I would actually sue that bitch too. I would sue her. I would sue her. I ain't lying to you. I would sue her. I'm not lying to you. She would get sued. The uncomfortable truth is that if the wife has small children, now her children got to be uprooted for this nonsense. And y'all know mostly Caucasian people, when they got money, they have kids later in life. They don't have them too young, okay? When they got money, they have them later in life. Most Caucasian people do. They wait till they like in their 30s or something start having kids. I don't subscribe to that because when kids get a certain age, people start asking, is that your grandmother? Is that your grandfather? That's not a good thing. And it's hard to have kids in a later age, but that's what they usually do. So more than likely, they got small kids running around here, okay? They got small kids running around here. All right. So, Caucasian and African American, we do things differently. We have our children young. And so by the time we get a certain age, they already grown. And that's a good thing. And then sometimes we'll be in our late age and we might have did some nonsense with our husband and wind up with a wine baby. That's what we usually do. But if these kids are young, okay, I'm staying. If the kids are young, I'm staying. You won't move me out this house so that your mistress can come and enjoy. Nope. I'm going to make sure every day, I'm going to still do what I'm supposed to do as a wife, but I'm going to make sure every day that every time you walk through the house, you apologize to me. Every day. When you walk in, you won't even be staying late for work no more. And I would tell you to fire her ass. She got to go. If you want this marriage to stay, she got to go. He's going to cradle to all her demands. You want to know why? Because more than likely, they didn't sign no prenup. They ain't signed no prenup, so she able to take whatever she want to take. I would stay. Because and I'm going to share something with you. Take heed is a little mean, so my thing would be to deal with him, right? Deal with him. And then to punish her for even messing with a married man. You will never be happy with my husband. I would even tell her, you will never be happy with him. You will never be happy with him. I'm going to make sure you never happy with him. I'm going to make sure you never happy with him. Then what I would do is we need to go get counseling. We need to find out what's going on. What's the problem between us? Or is it that you just want to be screwing everything because you got a certain amount of money? If you like the content, please like and subscribe to the page. also donate to the page as well. You understand, Tracy? Thank you for the $10 super chat, baby. That's just me. That's how I would do it. I wouldn't leave them. I wouldn't leave them. Let's find out what's going on. That's just me. I tell every woman that follow me on social media, when your husband cheat, find out why. Find out why. Because if you don't, what happens is whatever happened in y'all marriage, it follows you to the next situationship. Okay? Most of y'all women who do leave your husbands, let's be clear, y'all turn into the side chick. There's not enough men to go around. You don't know how many children this woman have. You don't know if she's able to get a man of substance out there to help her raise those kids. I'm just saying. I'm looking through the window on another side, because some of y'all who get out here, you say your husband cheated, right? Now you have left your husband. And a couple months later, things start getting rough and this and that. And so you meet somebody who he's married. And so now you feel like, well, somebody did it to me, I'm going to do it to them. And so you start sleeping with this married man. You doing the same thing that a woman did to you. You're doing the same thing. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I would not subscribe to be the side chick. And for all the women who agree that being a side chick, may the devil find you in a dark place. May the devil find you in a dark place where there's no light. Because you're hurting your sister. You are hurting your sister. You're hurting her. No matter what color she is, you are hurting your sister. But y'all swear we all, oh no, there's a sisterhood. There's no sisterhood. Stop believing that nonsense. My heart goes out to the wife, but I sure would not leave. I will put my demands in. Do you hear me? I will put my demands in, and I will let the chips fall where they may. And I would actually go to the office and fire that bitch myself. I walk up there and I say, you know what, dear? Grab all your shit. You're gone. Okay? Grab all your shit, you're gone. I would hurt her feelings. Then I will walk around and tell all these women that's in that building, I would tell them, listen, if I find out that any of y'all, I would call a meeting. If I find out that any of y'all is screwing my husband, the same thing that you see that happened to the HR, okay, whoever she is, the same thing you see what happened to her, gonna happen to you, and then I'm gonna sue you. Now I want us to understand it's the husband's fault. 100, 1,000, it's 100, it is the husband's fault. We not taking anything away from the husband. Do you hear me? This is his fault. But a lot of y'all women run around here talking about you got a sisterhood. You don't. Stop trusting these best friends. Stop trusting these sisters. Stop trusting my cousin, my god sister. Stop trusting these women, because when the opportunity opens for them to do something with your husband, it will happen. Men can't just walk up and take the bajayjay. A woman has to open up her legs and give it willingly. Let's understand that. I'm quite sure this woman saw his wife at the company picnic with their children. Probably hugged her. How are you, dear? How's everything? How's the kids? She probably got her phone number. They probably went shopping together. It's always those ones that's the most closest to you that sleep with your husband. Go do mimosas with you. Go get a latte with you. Be them same ones that sleep with your husband. Be mindful of the demons that you let in your house, my sisters. No matter what color you are, be mindful. Women are very spiteful. They are. When they see that you living good, baby, anybody will get up in here and do some foolery to you and say they your friend. These women are terrible. I know we get in here talking about we got a sisterhood. No. Once one of them find out you got something they like, there's no sisterhood. And then they'll tell you, oh, well, tell your man not to say nothing to me, because that's the most famous words. The thing is, B, you knew that this man was married. You knew. Most of the time, a lot of women say, I didn't know he was married. When this man got to leave your house at a certain time, okay? When this man can only call you a certain time, okay? When this man can't spend no holidays with you, you know he married. I don't care what he tell you. I don't care what he tell you. If those main things, he never spends the night at your house, you never went to his house, something's wrong. Stop getting in there like, oh, he said this. No, something is wrong. You never met his family members. You never chilled out with his friends. Something is wrong. Do you understand? And y'all get in here and how you justify it is, well, it ain't me. Sis, one day it will be you. You may be the one on the receiving end of this foolery. That another woman is mounting your husband, swinging from the chandelier. And you'll be the one that was crying at home, wanting your husband to be home. I remember a woman had called into a podcast, right? It was so crazy. She said that she used to be the side chick and now she's the wife. And she said her husband, she believed her husband is cheating on her. Okay? She believed her husband is cheating on her. So now what happened was the man who was doing the podcast, he said, listen, you said you was what? You was the side chick and now you currently the wife? She said, yes. He said, okay. He had to fill that position. He had to get someone to fill your position, the side chick position. And I fell out. I fell out. I laughed so hard because you were the side chick. Now you graduated to being the wife. And now you upset that he replaced you as the side chick. Why you mad? You hurt another woman. You brought another woman down to her knees crying late in the midnight hour about her husband. You brought another woman to her knees. So it's your turn, sis. It's your turn. Let me share something with y'all. And I know that this is nasty, what I'm about to say, but I don't give a damn. It don't make me no never mind. When you do evil to people, how do you think you supposed to get good? Like, okay, say if the woman who he been cheating with ends up with the CEO. Okay. He ends up with the CEO. She ends up with the CEO. Okay. So what that mean? Your position is open, my sister. I'm calling her my sister. Every color, it don't matter. You understand? Your position is open, my sister. So what you think he gonna do? He needs to replace you. He needs to get a side chick. So you're gonna go through the same foolery that the wife went through. And if it was me, if I was the wife, I would stay. I would stay. I would not inconvenience my children because you want to be out here swinging that pole from left to right. I would not inconvenience my kids. I ain't lying. I'm not lying, baby. I will put my demands in, and I will make sure that ass is fired. That ass is fired. And you know she was on the Jumbotron. Ain't nobody hiring that ass. Ain't nobody gonna hire her. Her name is everywhere on social media. Ain't nobody hiring her. Ain't nobody hiring her. He gonna be having to, even if he wanted to still mess with her, he gonna need to pay everything this girl owned. Everything she got. he gonna have to maintain it. Because allegedly they said she was married. And you know the husband leaving. Only why I would stay would be to make sure my kids' home is not tore up, okay? And to also punish that ass right there for sleeping with a married man in the first place. One thing we gotta understand is that when y'all sleep with these married men, how do you think, okay? How do you think that this is going to end? Okay? When you sleep with a married man, y'all think you supposed to ride off in the sunset? See, what usually happens is he gets tired of you complaining that he's not leaving his wife. Eventually he get tired of you screaming at him like, when you gonna leave your wife? When you gonna leave your wife? And he get tired of lying. So eventually y'all break up anyway. Okay? Why would y'all want to just continue to sign up to be the side chick? You get nowhere with being the side chick. Shay, what's up, baby? How are you? Roderick, how you doing? It's the uncomfortable truth. Now, everybody keeps saying that the woman is divorced. She's divorced. Now, you know what it is. And this is the sad part. This is how you know that the woman is grimy. You know what it is to be married. You know how it is to go through heartache and pain. Okay? You know what it is. Okay? And you will go and subject your sister, boom, boom, sister, to doing the same, to going through the same foolishness as you. That's why I say a lot of women, we heartless. By nature, we are heartless. By nature, I ain't lying to you. But they say we are the nurturers, right? But by nature, we're heartless. Because we can go and sleep with somebody's husband, smile up in the woman's face, go to any event the woman is having, hug her, go out and get mimosas with her, even go shopping with her, go on family vacations and shit with your own husband and them too, and you're screwing her husband. And a lot of women will get in my comment section and be like, but you know what? The man. But y'all said we got a sisterhood. Y'all said we have a sisterhood. I beg to differ. We don't. It don't bother y'all to get in here and sleep with somebody's husband. Sister girl was so happy the way this man, somebody else's husband, was holding her at Coldplay. Coldplay even got up there and was like, either they are shy or they got an affair going on. He right. Okay? They not shy. They got an affair going on. My heart goes out to the wife. Man. But I'm going to share with you right now. They'll never be happy. I will make sure that she never rises in the sunset with that heifer right there. I will put in my demands. Shout out to Mrs. Cartwright. I will put in my demands and I will let the chips fall where they may. I'm telling you right now. You know you married this man without a prenup. I'll put my demands in and let the chip fall where they may. I say, listen, you want your family or you want this bitch? That's what I would tell him. You want your family or you want this bitch? You know he gonna say he want his family. You know he gonna say that, okay? I want my family. The kids are young. I want my family. Yeah, of course. Of course you want your family, okay? He gonna say he want his family. That's when you lay those demands in. Because now you got to know if he really want to stay with you, okay? So now you got to put those demands in. Once he say he wants family, put those demands in. Put those demands in. Tell him that once he got home, say, listen, fire her tonight. So once he got home, fire her tonight. That she's supposed to be the head of HR or whatever, make sure the person that's under her send her an email and tell her you're fired. Yes, you're fired. I don't care if she get in there talking about she gonna do a lawsuit, whatever. You sleeping with a married man, whatever. You would not ride off in the sunset and be happy with my husband. No, we won't do that. You will not do that. Now I gotta uproot my children. I'm sorry, I wouldn't do it. I know a lot of y'all in the comment section like take heed is wrong, this and that. I would not uproot my kids. I would not. My kids live a certain type of way. I ain't gotta buy nothing. I ain't gotta work myself. I'm not gonna uproot my kids because of some fishy pussy. Yes, I said fishy pussy. Yes, I did. I called her fishy pussy. I'm not going to uproot my kids because of some fishy pussy. No. We won't be doing that. We won't be doing that. Okay? Okay? No, we won't be doing that. I'm not going to hurt my children because you want this woman to swing from the chandelier and drop it down. We won't be doing that. Now, that's just my take on it. We're going to go into the next subject of the day. Okay? We're going to go into the next subject of the day. Now, I know y'all heard how this woman had flipped out on social media, right? On a content creators platform. Did y'all see that? She was half naked. Did y'all see that? We're going to go into that, okay? Now, On Site had dropped this foolery, okay? And we need to discuss it because it was shameful. Now, the content creator who showed this young woman was on, okay? His name, I think, is Oliver. I'm not sure. Mr. Organic. That's it. Mr. Organic. And so this young sister was on the show. Now, Mr. Organic said, we about to get on a new subject, y'all. Mr. Organic said you can watch the full video on Fresh and Fit, okay? So this went viral all over social media. This is the new viral for the weekend, okay? It just happened. And so Sister Girl, I think she might be Hispanic or something like that. But it's Hispanic, maybe black, mixed together. But she went up there and made a whole fool of herself. So they up there talking, okay? The outfit she got on is telling. I don't know why y'all go to these podcasts dressed like this. I mean, at least dress with some respect. But y'all go, this, first of all, you clearly tell this child ain't got no underwears on. The way that jelly was shaking, you can clearly tell this child ain't got no underwears on. And she went with some booty shorts on and sat in that hot ass seat. Y'all know those podcast seats is all pleather and shit. And you went and sat in those hot ass seats. Okay? Now, we gonna discuss the foolery because this is the nonsense that happened. Shout out to Mr. Organic and shout out to Fresh and Fit. I don't rock with none of these people, but I'm using their content, okay? So first, we gonna get to On Site first. Listen to what she said, okay? Listen to what she said. This is what she said. Shout out to On Site. This is her discussing the foolery. Fair use, fair use. Mind you, they're all clips. Okay, fair use, fair use. Here's the first one.
Okay, guys, good morning. Alright. So, I was on this podcast last night, and well, let me give a little bit of lore to the situation. So, I was on his podcast, and maybe like last year, beginning of this year, and he asked me if I had ever been like touched as a kid, and I answered truthfully and told him yeah. And he went on this spiel about how like women are the way that they are because of how men, and like he was just very much yeah. So fast forward to last night, I guess you guys felt hurt because he was going back and forth with me. Like, he was very, like, dick in the butt, acting like a bitch. And And the sad thing is, these are the men, like, men are supposed to protect us. Men are supposed to protect us. They're supposed to, but they're gonna sit there, like, instead of being like, like, the only thing he knew about me was that I was, because he asked me that on his podcast. And the only thing he knew about me was that. Like, that's the only thing he knew about me, so that's what he used as an insult. And I'm just like, bro, like, your male counterpart did that to me. Like, this is the men, like, your men hold y'all don't hold each other accountable. But you want to throw something back in my face that a man did to me, and you saying that my mom let me? Like, who the fuck was that? What? Like, huh? Like, so yeah, like, it's, don't ever think it's not, like, this is the men that y'all listening to. These are men that we put in a position. These are men that we're like, and the sad thing.
So you heard her rendition, okay? Now we're going to go over to what happened, okay? So she was on Mr. Organic's show, I guess, in the beginning of the year. And so Mr. Organic had asked her, has she ever been touched? She said yes, she was touched when she was young. Now, let's be clear. Most young women who were touched when they were young, they're like Speedy Gonzalez. Why is Takei saying that? Because I went through the same thing. So when you have been touched, you turn into Speedy Gonzalez. Like, you start doing every type of nonsense because you're actually crying out for help. And nobody knows what's going on. And mama is not paying attention, okay? This is why, even check this out, even take heed, as old as our girls are now, right? When they were young, I used to always put them in the tub. Why did take heed put her kids in the tub? I used to always put them in the tub. You're supposed to always put your kids in the tub, wash them up anyway. But why did I put them in the tub? Because I was trying to see if someone touched them. Because once you put them in the tub and they jump out the tub real quick, they jump up out the tub. And mind you, the tub will be lukewarm water. But if they jump up out the tub real quick, that means someone is touching them. Okay? So that's when you start asking questions. Only why Takei noticed that is because when I was young, a lot of things happened to me and nobody knew. Okay? Nobody knew and I was scared to tell. Okay, so what I did was I started harnessing in on my girls and our son too, but I harnessed in on them to pay attention. Okay, because when you have small children, you have to be mindful of things. People are very cruel to kids when they have a mind to do evil. So now all this guy said was that she said something about his mother. And it had went left from there. Okay, let's go straight to the first video that I saw on social media. Okay, here we go. Shout out to Tasha K. Tasha K dropped it first. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, like, I'm 26. I've gone around clearly, but
Yeah, been around. The whole world, brother.
Yeah.
She's still standing.
Your mom. Anyways.
My mom.
Your mother.
Oh,
Anyways, listen. Shout out to my
At
dudes.
least my mom
Shout out to
never
my
happened to me
dudes.
as a kid.
Shout out to my dudes. You don't know what your mama was doing to feed you.
Right. Ain't nothing happened to me as a kid. I know I was good. That's all that matters.
That's weird.
I was good. Was you? Was your mom take care of you?
That's weird. That's weird. I mean, if I feel like you have fingers stuck up your ass or something.
Got a tongue. You like to eat ass. I know you. I done seen you.
Yeah.
I had a tongue. You want to do mine?
No, I don't want to touch you. That sounds nasty.
Yeah, right. You do it for a living. You do it to everybody.
But you beg for it.
I
So,
beg for it.
Yeah.
No, I demand it.
No. Okay, that's
From home, that
yeah.
dude they supposed to do what
You like that ass lick. That's
Yeah,
cool.
look it. I want you to do it right now.
All right, bend over,
There
baby.
you go. I'll bend over. I open up like Boston Crab for you. No, what's that?
And I want to share something with y'all. When y'all have certain type of jobs that y'all do, if you in the whole industry, let's be clear. If you are in the whole industry, no man will respect you. I don't care what happens. Y'all be looking for respect from men, but ain't no man gonna respect you if you in the whole industry. You the same one who doing OnlyFans, and you got all these men watching you with your legs up, you know, breasts out, ass up, whatever you doing. No man is going to respect you. So any podcast you go to, you gonna always have smoke. Y'all be wanting people to respect you, but if y'all all not in the same industry, ain't nobody respecting you, baby. Ain't nobody respecting you. Your first mess up was to even be in the OnlyFans anyway. You needed to go get healing, not run to OnlyFans. Not go out there and give your body to everybody. That was the first, that's the first situation you should have handled, being a grown ass woman. I'm not gonna be one of those ones that get in here and coddle her. I'm sorry, I'm not. Because Taki went through the same thing. And I didn't go and join some nonsense and start doing videos and get on. No. That means you need to go get some healing. You need to get something to work out in your mind and figure out why all this happened to you. That's what's supposed to happen. She said that men are supposed to protect. No, men are supposed to let me get it right. She said men are supposed to protect, right? No, baby. Men are supposed to protect what's theirs. You don't belong to none of those men that was at that podcast. You are not under any of these men covering. So yes, they're going to laugh. They're going to think it's funny. Because you don't belong to none of those men up there. Because if you did, one of them would have stood up and said, bro, that was something that happened to her in her past. That she was touched when she was a kid. Don't bring that mess up. Let's talk about something else. Mind you, they had talked about it, right? They talked about it. And 20 minutes into the conversation, she went back to the foolery and said to him, you don't know what your mama did to take care of you. Now, let's be clear. Not everybody mama was selling ass. Let's be clear. Not everybody mama was selling ass. Let's be clear about that. You understand what I'm saying? Let's be clear. Not everybody mama was doing that. A lot of people mamas was doing what they was supposed to do and loving their children. All right? I'm just saying. Now, I see we got some kindergartners in here because I look like YouTube is blocking a lot what they're saying. So, my dear, listen, if you're offended, right, by my content, I always tell you to only send me adults. If you're offended by my content, okay, is that your name, Young or something? If you're offended, baby, scroll up, okay? This is for adult conversation if you're offended. I always tell people that don't be offended, baby. This is for adult conversation. Okay? If you're offended in any way, scroll up. I keep telling y'all. So now you hear the young woman, okay? Okay? You hear the young woman. She's enraged. She gets upset. She flies off the handle, okay? That's the first thing. Then this is what happens next, okay? Shout out to Mr. Organic. Here we go. Here's the next thing.
Stop! Forget too slow. Yo, I'm not hold you. You had self-esteem. Oh, you didn't? Yeah, hell yeah. Y'all this like a ninja behind you. Still talking shit. What the? Bro, hey, they should take notes. How you supposed to handle this hostile environment like that?
Bro, it still ain't no hard feelings to it, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just verbal combat. The best man won. I don't want. She cool with me actually. You know what I'm saying? But she said my mom. You know. Yeah. You know. mama, so I already understand. I try to, like you said, my mama, I try to catch her.
Somebody would have told her that's not the one you want to verbal altercation with. It's not.
But I wish her nothing but the best. She cool. We don't get no violence. We got hit women. We never. So I appreciate her. I was training her for it.
Real talk, niggas should be applauding something like that.
Mind you, let's be clear. I'm not condoning anything at all, because the brother, Mr. Organic, right? He's a podcaster. So to get the reaction you need people to flip out like that. So anytime you go on a podcast and people know about your past, they're going to run that to see how you behave. You understand? Or they might talk about someone that is your loved one and see how you react about it. You understand? Let's be clear. Good morning, Growing. How are you? Let's understand that. It's content. It's true. So you told Mr. Organic that you were touched, and he brought that up. Okay? Everybody is looking for the next sound bite. When you're a content creator, you're looking for the next sound bite. Okay? So with that being said, she said, oh, you don't know what your mama did. You don't know what your mama did to raise you. And he said, no, my mama kept me safe. My mama kept me safe. Ain't nothing like that happened to me. Okay? Now, she goes and start throwing stuff at him. She start flipping out, throwing the mics and everything like that. And this is the thing. She gonna turn around and say that, oh, because this horrible thing happened to me, that's why I behaved the way I did. And a lot of women in the comment section was like, oh, he's wrong. He's wrong. Now, nobody is talking about how she displayed childlike behavior. Nobody is talking about how she threw all that stuff at that man and everything. And look how big this brother is. This brother is about 6 something in height, and he got arms that'll hit you so fast it was crazy. Okay, the brother got big guns all up there. He would have hit her and knocked her out. Then he would have been wrong, right? It would have been him getting charges, right? Okay. Mind you, she threw mics at him, threw water at him, threw all this stuff at him. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting up there condoning a man hit any woman. But you got up there and started throwing stuff at this man. He said words where we tell our children, don't get in here and fight because of some words. Only thing this man did was turn around and tell your secret. Okay? What you had hidden for God knows how long. You went to a podcast full of strangers thinking that they would sympathize with you. Most of y'all women, you tell your life story thinking somebody gonna sympathize with you on the way of you behaving like a hoe. I'm an OnlyFans because I got touched when I was young. So that makes it right that you are OnlyFans. It makes it right that you selling you selling pussy on the internet. It makes it right. That doesn't make sense. I don't care how y'all try to cut it. But sister girl was acting a fool. And one thing she didn't understand is that this right here is just all content. Now she all over social media now. Now she all over social media. Let's go to the next clip. Here we go.
This nigga fucks men.
You've had a lot of guys. Do you respect them as men?
I don't respect no man.
What guys are you going for?
I've been with all dudes.
The whole world, brother. She still saying.
Your mom.
My mom.
You don't know what your mom was doing to feed you.
Ain't nothing happened to me as a kid. I was good. Will your mom take care of you?
I feel like you had a finger stuck up your ass or something.
You like to eat ass with your mom?
No, I don't want to touch you. That sounds nasty.
Yeah, you do it for a living. You do it to everybody.
But you beg for it.
Nah, I demand it.
All right, bend over, baby.
There you go. I'll bend over. I open up like Boston Crab for you.
Mind you, you heard the beginning, right? She said, I respect no man. So you wanted those brothers to jump in when you sat up there and said, I respect no men. Okay? She said, yeah, I have messed with men around the world or whatever. Or he said it. You know what I'm saying? The nonsense is that it's the audacity for me, Stephen. That's right. Because why would you think that you go into this podcast, you're telling your business that you OnlyFans, that you doing this and that, you done slept with so many men, and you think that, okay, since I slept with so many men and this and that you have a grip on how men really are. Those men that you messing with, that you mess with because of OnlyFans, let me share something with you. You only experience one side of a man. When y'all be doing this OnlyFans stuff, you will only experience one side of a man. There was a brother a couple weeks ago. He said there's two sides to men. And it's what you show him, which is what you show him when you meet him, of what side he will show you. So if you show me you acting like a 304, I'm going to treat you like a 304. If you showing me that you can be a wife, then I'm going to treat you like a wife. Am I right, my brothers? Am I right, my brothers? Because this is how she came to the podcast. This is what you said. That you a 304, you doing, OnlyFans behavior, right? So she bragging. This sound like bragging to me. Let's repeat it one more time.
What the? What was up?
This nigga fucks men.
You've had a lot of guys. Do you respect them as men?
I don't respect no man.
What guys are you going for?
I've been with all dudes.
The whole world, brother.
She said, I've been with all dudes. What kind of men you like? I've been with all dudes. What is the thing of, I've been with all dudes? You're excited about the shit. And so he egged you on. I ain't lying, but it's content. It's content. You went to a content creator's channel. So every content creator looks for the next soundbite. They look to say shit to you so you can flip out and react. I remember going to a brother's podcast. He brought a sister who me and her did not see eye to eye, okay? So he wanted us to do a full-on spar match because he wanted to get me out of my comfort zone and the way that I talked. And I'm going to share something with you. I was almost coming out of that comfort zone in the way that I talked because I wanted to flip out. But my king came downstairs and he saw me. He said, don't you let nobody have the victory over you. Don't you let nobody have the victory over you. There are times that Takey has been to content creators' channels, and because of the way I talk, they'll have women who dislike the way my mindset works and how I believe that the key to our survival is our men, right? In the melanated community. There are a lot of women who push against that, okay? But I got statistics and everything behind me saying that the men are needed. But they got this whole other logic where they believe men are not needed and children will be fine. But you can tell how the way our kids are growing up that the owner's manual is needed in the house. And so a lot of when I used to go to podcasts, a lot of podcast shows and stuff like that, panels and everything, they would bring women who didn't agree with me so we could be battling it out on stage. Do you understand what I'm saying? So we could be battling it out because they don't believe the way that I believe. And mind you, what I'm saying, it makes sense. It's not like, I'm in here saying some boo-boo the fool off the wall shit. It's just common sense, right? But they want us to battle it out and get into it with each other because why? It's the next soundbite. You understand? It's the next soundbite. And so, yes, he was saying stuff and he know that it was heartbreaking for her. But yes, sister girl, you doing OnlyFans, ma. You bragging about how many men you sleeping with. Yes, 18, they tried to get a rise out of me. They did. And a lot of stuff I didn't agree with. Some of the brothers on the panel I didn't agree with either. Some of the stuff they were saying was wild and I didn't agree. And I would tell them, nah, I don't agree with that. Nah, I don't agree with that. Take heed. You will never take heed to agree with foolishness. I can't. I'm too old. You know, when you get too old, you just can't take bullshit. Like, you don't know, that look crazy. So now, you hear this young sister, she wilding out. She talking about he sleep with men and this and that and all this other stuff. Regardless of what you say he did, because a lot of y'all do that. When a man don't cater to you, and it's not your man, but you want this man to cater to you and see your side, and when he doesn't, y'all immediately start saying, oh, he a bitch, oh, he sleep with men, oh, he suck this, he suck that, he eat this, he eat that, because y'all be doing humiliating rituals on these social media platforms. When you say that, you're trying to make it seem like he down with stuff like that. And listen, no matter if he is or if he not, y'all handle that abomination on your own. But the uncomfortable truth is that you came there to tell a story, that you are a OnlyFans. So those men that are there are going to dog walk you. They have no respect for you. My younger women, I want you to understand, when you are an OnlyFans, okay, respect has it flew out the window. Before you even got to the building to go to the podcast, respect has flown out the window. Okay? And then someone put in here, a lot of black men do that. No, they don't. No, they don't. Not all. Not all. Let's say men in general, because I've seen some Caucasian brothers get down with these women too. And put them and let them know, like, listen, OnlyFans is not the way. All she had to do is say what she wanted to say. She didn't have to go and snap and say, well, your mama, first thing I want to share something with you. You cannot sit up there and talk about a man's mama. Let's be clear. Women don't even like to hear you talk about their mama. She knew she was hitting a nerve. Now, mind you, let's be clear also, is that he was trying to start trouble. He was trying to get the soundbite. But also, she was trying to go back and do a whole nother foolery herself when she talked about his mama. So, yes, both are wrong. We're not going to get in here and say one was right and one was wrong. Both was wrong. But when you have a profession like OnlyFans, please be advised, you will get no respect from men. You will get no respect. No man with self-respect can sit next to a woman who you pay, that men paying for JJ from you. And mind you, my sisters, I want to share something with you. It's very hard, even the OnlyFans talk about, it's very hard for them to date. They talk about that they want to have a family, they want to get married, stuff like that. It is very hard for them. Sometimes a lot of them come to social media and they're crying, wishing they didn't do those things. You know what I always laugh about when I hear a lot of y'all women come to social media and y'all talk about the single life, how good the single life is. And I want y'all to hear how this melanated sister broke this down, because she said that, they always come to social media and brag about how beautiful the single life is. And she's like, where, Sway? Where? Because y'all trying to make it seem like y'all just, y'all living it up. Okay? So this is Kind Girls Talk. Kind Girls Talk. Check this out. Hear what she said.
Out here to get past 30 and realize, damn, I miss my motherfucking man. I'm single. I have no man. I'm sitting out here trying to act like I'm a boss man in front of all these dang young women, but really I'm at home. They want to hug. They by themselves. They struggling. they struggling because it's hard to be single. It's a lot of women out here that get.
You heard what she said? They're struggling. It's hard to be single. You want to know why? Because we are built. We are built to cater. Is that crazy what I'm about to say? We are built to be around people. We are built to be the helpmate. That's what we are. Shay, I'm glad to hear everything is okay. My sister, I'm glad to hear that. I see you wrote something to 18. You understand? We are built to cater. We are built to be under a covering. This is why a lot of y'all women come to social media and you will tell other women, oh, it's good to be single. And now when these women become single, they are so sad. They are so sad and lonely. One thing, and I'm going to share something with y'all. In my 20s, I never thought that being single was the thing. In my 20s, I was young. Never thought being single was the answer. Never thought at one time. I lived alone for many years in my own house and touched the bed late at night when it was cold. And I used to say, what is wrong with me? Like, I cannot keep a man. What is wrong? This is when you do self-clean out. This is when you go on a self-journey and do self-clean out. Because, yes, you can keep a man. How many times have I told y'all a big butt and a smile can keep a man? No, I'm sorry. Can catch a man, but it can't keep a man. Now, let's go back, because I like what the young woman had said. She said that a lot of these women be lying when it comes to being single. You lonely. You lonely. You want to have a warm body laying close to you at night. Even Lisa Ray said, I need a warm body on top of me. Ain't that nasty? That's nasty. But y'all be promoting, I want to be single. I want to be single. I'm happy to be single. Single women are the most happiest women on earth. You're lying. I was single. It is not the most happiest thing on earth. I think y'all just lied to yourself. Instead of wanting to do the work inside to clean out everything that is not right with y'all. That's the sad part. So now this sister girl went there. She destroyed everything. She went ham. Here's another video. Here she go again. Here's another one.
Stop,
She tearing up.
what's going on?
She tearing up.
I don't know. Stop. What are you doing? Stop. Forget it. Too slow. Yeah, what the fuck? Stop.
Mind you, the outfit she got on is all see-through, okay? She went to this podcast, okay? She went to this podcast, outfit all see-through, got some flowers and shit on it, some type of design, no bra, okay? I shared the video with y'all in our group chat on IG, okay? All the videos you can see in our group chat on IG, okay? Long as you follow me on IG, you come to my page, you'll see the group chat, okay? So now she got this see-through outfit on. It's a short set, booty short set. It's a one piece, no bra on, no panties on, sitting at a hot ass seat. Why would you go there looking like that? Why would you go there looking like that? And then behave how whatever you want to behave, and then come to social media and cry like this man did so much to you when you were throwing everything and just a little bit at this man. You were throwing everything at this man for no reason. It didn't make no sense at all. Now I keep telling y'all, stop being disrespectful in the chat, because that's why YouTube is hiding what you're saying. Why would you go? Yes. Why would you go? Okay. Why would you go to a podcast naked like that? Half naked like that in the first place, where there's all men. That's right. I agree with you on that one. I agree totally. She acted a fool for no reason. Here's another one.
Public. What the? Wait, stop. What the fuck? What's going on? What the? I don't know. What the fuck? Yo, stop. What are you doing? Yo, stop. Okay. Too slow. Yo, what are you doing? No, what's in public?
And she upset. She cursing him out. She screaming. She acting a fool. All that. Here's another one.
What's going on? What the? I don't know. What the fuck? Yo, stop. What are you doing? Yo, stop. Too slow. Yo, what are you doing?
Now, I'm going to share something with you. Brother came to social media and did a whole live, but we not going to watch the whole live. We're going to cut into it a little bit. Here we go.
Talk to the dog, man. What the hell is got me looking like that? Hold on, man. Don't let me look like that. Let me look like that. There we go. I'm good. Just tapping in with my people. Organic love. Okay. Come on.
Organic love. Shout out to Mr. Organic.
RP Big.
Here we go.
Yeah, one of the biggest, man. Y'all gotta do your Googles, man. And make sure you don't use ChatGPT. They don't tell you a little too much.
Okay, let's see what they got.
One higher.
Let's see.
You know what I'm saying? Too slow. Yeah. Get the merch, man, right there. And you know my merch is number high quality, man. This ain't no my.
Now, what you think he doing now? Because he went viral. So he's promoting all his merch and everything like that because this was a soundbite. He did it so that what? He got a soundbite out of this thing. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. He got a soundbite out of this thing. Okay? He got a soundbite out of it. So that's the uncomfortable truth right there. A soundbite of her acting a fool.
You've been around the block or something. I said, yeah, you've been around the world, but you still here. So when I said you still here, I'm saying like you still cool. That's what I said. I said, you've been around the world, but you still here, you still cool. I'm joking. And she says, your mama. Damn, my mama, my dukes. I love my mama dearly. My mama had me when she didn't have to have me, you hear me? She protected.
So now he's saying, I said she went around the world, but he said at the end, you still here. And because she only heard you been around the world, she thought he was saying something to, I guess, tear her down. Okay? So he said, yeah, you been around the world, but you still here. Okay? She immediately said, well, you don't know what your mama did. And that's the thing. And I want us to understand this. Everybody mama wasn't a hoe. Everybody mama wasn't a hoe. There are some good mothers that were walking around here doing the right thing by their family. Let's understand that. It was some good mamas who protected their children and kept them safe. Okay? Let's understand that. Let's continue. Here he go.
But never when it came out, you never disrespect my mom. And then once again, that set. And this is what y'all missing too. When I said that, we laughed it off, got over it, and that set for like 20 minutes. We was talking about some other shit, laughing and goddamn giggling and shit, talking about goddamn, you know what I mean?
Because that's what women usually do. You might have said something maybe like 20 minutes or an hour before, and she's still harping on that same thing. Take Heed does it too. She's still harping on that same thing and ready to retaliate. Okay? That's why most women do this anyway. When you arguing with her about something that she did, she brings up something 2 weeks ago that you did to combat the argument. Instead of us talking about it 2 weeks ago, you wait until it's time for me to correct you with something else. The husband to correct the wife with something else. Okay? because you know this is how women combat. So she waited 20 minutes to respond to what he said when she could have responded back then, or maybe told him.
Get that motherfucking band, gargoyle. I seen it coming. Then I motherfucking, and then y'all gotta watch the head movement from the from.
And now he's bragging about how he blocked everything, the water bottle, the mic, and this and that, whatever. Now, I'm going to share something with you. Shout out to the brother for not laying hands on her. Because any man would have got upset. Any man would have got upset. And this was live. Any man would have got upset and went off. So shout out to him for holding restraint. I'm not lying to you. Because a lot of y'all, you do a lot of stuff to men and you don't be wanting them to respond. Because if the man responded with the same rage that some of y'all sisters do, some of y'all would be hurt up real bad. If they responded with the same rage, y'all would be so angry. Ain't that crazy? And so yes, he gonna get a lot of sales, a lot of views. People are coming to watch his content because of this soundbite. Sis and sisters who are in OnlyFans, please be advised that any respect you think that you were going to get, be advised that no man is going to respect you. Be advised, no man is going to respect you, baby. Y'all fall for this foolery all the time. Be advised, you think by you going to a podcast bragging about you being the OnlyFans and this and that it brings you clout. It make you look stupid. It makes you look stupid when y'all do shit like that. It make you look stupid. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Shout out to Tracy for the $10 super chat. Tracy, I found this last night. I think you'll like it. Here we go, baby. Let me do it again. Hold on. Here we go.
Pass my money when I'm in need. Hey, the driving friend indeed. Oh, you go digger, way over town that they don't need. You took 25 cents out my change cup holding my cup, boy. You got one more notice, huh, boy? You took 25 cents out my change holding my cup, boy. What you want me to do about it? Huh? What you want me to do about it, boy? What you want me to do about it, boy? I'll snap it right now, then, boy. Keep your hands out my change cup, boy. You know what I'm talking about?
She told her husband, keep your hands out of my change cup. You know what I'm talking about. That's so funny. I thought it was hilarious. So here's another one to you, my dear. Here we go. We're going to play, let me see, Little Duval. Little Duval, we're going to get him in here. This was so funny. He did a comedy skit. Thank you, Tracy, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, baby. Here we go. Go ahead. Did he break that down?
Girl, I know this might seem strange, but let me know if I'm out of order for stepping to you this way. See, I've been buying you drinks for a while, and I just gotta let you know that, bitch, you mine, so you need to give me your name, and I'll leave you my number, and you better call a nigga today. As a matter of fact, you just give me yours too, and bitch, I call you. It's better than you, bitch, cause who you think you just misled is boo-boo written on my forehead. I done bought them drinks, bitch, you is my girlfriend. I don't wanna hear that shit, but you just came out to have a nice time out and just chill.
Shout out to Little Duval for the remix. Shout out to that brother. He was doing a comedy skit and he put that in there. It was so funny. Y'all listen. The uncomfortable truth, and I want us to understand something. If you in that type of profession as being an OnlyFans, don't nobody got respect for you, honey. Don't nobody got respect for you. You don't have no credibility with no man. You sat up there was like, I don't respect no man. So how you turn around and believe that men are supposed to respect you? Men are supposed to respect you. Men have two sides to them. And it's the way you behave that'll bring out one side. It's the way you behave. Just like when Take Heed talked to y'all, there was a Caucasian sister that came to social media, I think it was like a year and a half ago. She said men have two sides. She said a man has a fool side and he has a king side. And she said, when I go to my husband and ask for anything, I talk to the king that's in him. I love that. I fell out. And I remember repeating the same thing. I said, listen, and I wish I knew the content creator page when she said it, but it was so beautiful. I said the same thing. I said, I have never talked to the fool in my husband. I wouldn't even want to know who the fool is in my husband. I have always talked to the king in my husband. I've always talked to the king in this man. I've never talked to the fool. If the fool showed up, I wouldn't know who he is. I would immediately tell him, we need to redial this one more time. We need to redial this one more time because I don't know who you are. Okay? I ain't never meet you in the 18 years that I've been married to this man. So can we do a restart? And this is how you do a restart. This is you can meet the fool in your husband, or you can meet the king in your husband. And this is how you would do the restart. Because listen y'all. Listen y'all, there's two ways to talk to your husband. Furious, how are you, honey? Thank you for the $5 super chat. I greatly appreciate that. This is how you talk to your husband. Now, there's one woman that she's going to ignite the fool in her husband. There's another woman who ignites the king in her husband. Okay? Now, I want y'all to listen to this conversation. Okay? Here we go.
Especially if you're a woman dealing with a man, certain words shut their brain off. And they will instantly turn off, and it's way harder to get that engine to turn back on after, right? Once they shut down, good luck. Like, I'm the kind of woman who, if my guy was upset with me, I'd be like, you know I like sucking your dick, right? Look. You ain't even straight. Any guy that I've ever dated and I had an issue with, wife, can you please tell this motherfucker what I just said? She will say the same thing. It would come out of her mouth. They would listen. Example, I'll say, I have not seen you. You promised me that you were going to see me.
I've been busy.
I'm frustrated. I don't care. I will say that. I would say, sweetheart, I understand that you have a very busy schedule because my shit get crazy too. You know what I'm saying? But I really, really, really feel recharged every time I spend time with you. And I don't feel like I've had an opportunity to really do that. You just made my coochie hot. And so if you and I could get an opportunity to get together, you know, laugh, joke, maybe I touch you, you touch me. Y'all. You know, we would both be happier people in life. Can I interject? I would say something like that. I would never say.
Now, I'm going to share something with you. The woman who said that she would like to suck her husband dick. Okay, remember this is a grown folks show, okay? So the woman who says she likes to suck her husband dick, this woman right here, she's the one that has the most wisdom on this podcast, okay? Check this out. The other sister said that she was mad with her husband or her boyfriend at the time. And because he not spending enough time with her, so she got mad and said, da-da-da-da-da, in a nasty and rude way, okay? Who you think gonna show up? Is it going to be the fool or the king? Put it in the chat. She talked to her boyfriend in a nasty way. Mind you, she missed him. She wanted to spend time with him. But she talked to him in a rude way. Who is going to show up? The fool is going to show up. The fool is going to show up. That's right, Davis. The fool is going to show up. That's right, 18. The fool is going to show up. That's right, Steven. But the woman who said, honey, I know you're busy right now. I know you got a lot of stuff going on. She said, but you know what? I miss you. I want to see you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking for you to touch me, and I touch you. and we spend some quality time together. Who she made show up? Who did she make show up? The second woman. Who did she make show up? She made the king show up. See, there's two ways to talk to a man. You can talk to the fool in him, or you can talk to the king in him. This is why I tell y'all, learn how to talk with your manners when you're talking to your husband. Talk with your manners. You will see the difference in the conversation. Me and my king, even though we slept together all night, even though I was biting on him, we were in there play fighting and everything like that, and aggravating each other at night, holding each other and stuff like that. We still say good morning. How was your night? Mind you, we sleep together. We in the same room, same bed, everything. How was your night? Did you dream? You know what I'm saying? How was it? How do you feel this morning? You see what I'm saying? It's manners between each other. How does Take Heed get manners? Because we talk to each other like that. I'm talking to the king and my husband. I asked him this morning, honey, did you take your vitamins this morning? Yeah, baby, I took my vitamins. Did you take your vitamins? I'm like, yeah, I took my vitamins. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You got to talk to the king in him. You understand? There's other women that'll get up there and say, oh, did you take your vitamins yet? Oh, my goodness, you know what the doctor told you? You supposed to do this. No. Baby, did you take your vitamins yet? I just wanted to know. Yeah, babe, I just took them this morning. Yeah, I took them this morning. I came down. You have to learn how to talk to the king in him. Learn how to talk to the king in him. A lot of y'all talk to the fool, and the fool is going to come to the forefront. If you got a nasty attitude and you don't know how to talk to nobody, who's coming up to the front? The fool is coming. The one without the logic is coming. One thing about a man is that when he sees a woman that he can approach, and she's soft with it. She's soft with it. Mind you, I want to share something with you. I know a lot of content creators on social media who they talk about plus size women and, oh, I would never do this and I would never do that and stuff like that. But I'm going to share something with you. Men, when it comes to either the woman is skinny, middle, or plus size, men don't really care about that. I know because social media have y'all to believe it, okay? But I'm going to share something with you. It's the way you talk to a man. I ain't lying. It's the way you talk to him that make him look at you double time. I ain't lying to you. I'm not lying to you. Tiki would never sit up here and tell you one lie. And I always give this scenario. A good looking man, or just, a average looking man, but he's dressed nice, okay? Because y'all be getting here like average and good looking. It's all nonsense to me. But an average looking man that he got his shit together. He walks into a bar. There's a sister who is a 10. She's at the end of the bar. He walks up to her, say, good morning. He says, well, not good morning, I'm sorry. He says, hello, sister, how are you? Oh, you look nice in that dress, this and that. You smell good. I just came over to talk to you. I wanted to get you a drink or whatever. She immediately rolls her eyes and look at him. Okay? It's in how you deliver it, my sister. She immediately looks at him and says, listen, you should have been came over here. You should have been wanted to buy me a drink. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm that bitch. A lot of y'all younger generation, I'm that bitch. Okay? Now, he immediately know he done hit some shit and like, whoa, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? And he'll tell her, sis, enjoy that drink. You have a wonderful day. So now he goes to the middle. Okay? He goes to the middle. Okay? He's sitting alone. Now he see a plus size girl down at the end. She looks nice. She smells good. He smell her aroma. Okay. Shout out to Ricky Williams, because Ricky, I saw the text. You told me you bought your wife that white diamond. Shout out to you, my brother. That white diamond never fails. So now he see a big sister, a big plus size woman down at the end, and he smelled the aroma of that white diamond coming down to the end. So he looked, give her a look. She smiled at him. He smiled at her. He walk over there. And he say, sis, I want to buy you a drink. You know, what you drinking? Okay? What you drinking, sis? And she says, nah, I just got a little something small. She tell him, nah, I just got a little something small. And he start laughing. And he says, dear, you smell good. She said, baby, that's that white diamond. Now, can you hear the connection? Can you hear the connection? Because it's in the tone and how she speaks to him. It's how she speaks to him. My sisters, you can turn around a situation. It's how you speak to a man. Do you understand? Because masculinity and masculinity clashes. It clashes like the Titans. It clashes. But when you have masculinity with femininity, it doesn't clash. It calms down. Take Heed is telling you this because I'm speaking from experience. In the line of work that I had done in my past, right? I remember encountering a brother, okay? One of my brothers. And I remember we got a call to go up to the 3rd floor of the hospital. Got a call. This guy was like maybe 6 something in height. This brother was big. He was like maybe 300 something pounds. I'm not even sure. But I have always been a big girl. So me and my partner went upstairs to try to diffuse the situation. He was throwing the doctors, the nurses, everybody he was throwing. So when we got in here, right, okay, he threw my partner, slammed him against the wall. Then he took me and lift me up. Y'all remember, I told y'all this, right? Y'all remember, this was an old story. He lifted me up and lifted me against the wall, and he was gonna hurt me. I laid my arm on top of his arm, and I told him, I said, look at your arm. Look at your arm. Just like this. I was in a calm state because all I knew is that my femininity had to calm him down. So I looked, because you can tell brute force was not working. He done already pushed my partner down. So what happens now? Masculinity and masculinity had already took the test. And this brother lost. He fell down to the ground. So what happens now? Masculinity and femininity got to work now. So as I put my arm to his arm, I said, look at my arm. Look at your arm. I said, you're going to hurt me. I'm your sister. He said, you not my sister. I said, I am your sister. Calm down. You're going to hurt one of us. He looked at me. He said, I just want to leave. I said, yes, but you're not feeling well. You see how calm that is? Masculinity and femininity will always, you understand? Masculinity and femininity, no matter what color the woman is, it will always, because we calm the rage in our men. Good morning, Zulu. We calm the rage in our men. And we also make the rage in him. Like a two-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is that there's a different way you can talk to men and you will see the king in him. And there's a different way you talk to men and you will see the fool in him. Shout out to this sister. Let me play her one more time so you understand what I'm saying. Here we go.
Men, especially if you're a woman dealing with a man, certain words shut their brain off and they will instantly turn off, and it's way harder to get that engine to turn back on after, right? Once they shut down, good luck. Like, I'm the kind of woman who, if my guy was upset with me, I'd be like, you know, I like sucking your dick, right? Look. You ain't even straight. Any guy that I've ever dated and I had an issue with, wife, can you please tell this motherfucker what I just said? She will say the same thing. It would come out of her mouth. They would listen. They would listen. Example, I'll say, I have not.
First of all, you calling him a mother MFer. You calling him a mother MFer. Can you please tell his mother MFer what I said? Men don't like when you curse at them. They don't. They don't. They don't like the disrespect. Men, you know what I'm saying? She said, can you please tell us MFer what I said? This is why you meet the fool. This is why you meet the fool. But check out what the sister said. Check out what she said.
Especially if you're a woman dealing with a man, certain words shut their brain off.
Yes, it does.
And they will instantly turn off, and it's way harder to get that engine to turn back on after, right? Once they shut down, good luck. Like, I'm the kind of woman who, if my guy was upset with me, I'd be like, you know, I like sucking your dick, right?
I like sucking your dick.
Look. You ain't even straight. Any guy that I've ever dated and I had an issue with, wife, can you please tell this motherfucker what I just said? She will say the same thing. It would come out of her mouth. They would listen. They would listen. Example, I'll say, I have not seen you. You promised me that you were going to see me.
I've been busy.
I'm frustrated. I don't care. I will say that. I would say, sweetheart, I understand that you have a very busy schedule because my kids are crazy too.
You hear that?
You know what I'm saying? But I really feel recharged every time I spend time with you. And I don't feel like I've had an opportunity to really do that. You just made my coochie hot. And so if you and I could get an opportunity to get together, you know, laugh, joke, maybe I touch you, you touch me.
Y'all.
You know, we would both be happier people in life.
Can I interject?
We'll both be happier people in life. Let me share something with you. I want you to understand something. A lot of us who believe that we're masculine women and you wind up marrying a man, right? You wind up getting married, right? More than likely, this man will not be wielding himself in his masculine trait. Because you're masculine. Masculine and masculine does not combine. It doesn't come together. So somebody is acting out of order. Matter of fact, it's both of y'all. Because you're not supposed to be masculine and he's not supposed to be feminine. A lot of y'all content creators who come to social media, y'all be talking about, oh, I would like a man that's feminine. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because a man that's feminine, he can't be held accountable just like you. Just like how y'all women do. You understand? Just like how y'all women do. Okay? My dear, you put in, we pray to our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. My dear, please don't think that I feel offended by that. Yes, I believe Yahshua died for my sins. A lot of y'all should be ashamed of yourselves because I'm going to share something with you. Just because you see me wear a hair tie, that doesn't mean that I am Muslim. So y'all put that in there so that you would antagonize the content creator. And the thing is, you can't antagonize me because I'm not Muslim. I'm Christian. And yes, I believe that Yahshua died on the cross for my sins. Y'all so mean sometimes. It's crazy. Seriously. You never see Muslim people get into the comment section and say stuff like that. It's so shameful. You know? You want to antagonize the content creator. But listen to me. I'm not here disgracing no religion because I watch a lot of Muslim content creators that have amazing content. Okay? Okay? No, because you're in here putting it. And you know that's why you're putting it to try to see if I'm Muslim or not. And that's mean of y'all to do that. And the content, we're not even talking about religion. So now let's continue. So when you heard the woman say these things, you hear her, she's speaking life into her husband. She's speaking life into her man. It's the way you approach things, my sisters and brothers. Do you hear what I'm saying? It's the way you approach stuff. Let's be clear. Okay? It's the way you talk to him. Let's be clear. Daniel, how are you? Okay? I'm just saying, it's the way you talk to him. A lot of y'all, you be trying to seek advice on how your marriage is supposed to go, but learn to talk to your husband with manners. You and your husband are in servitude for a lifetime. That's what marriage is. Being in servitude for a lifetime. And if you don't know how to talk to each other, it'll never work. It will never work if you don't know how to talk to each other. He can get up here and tell you that I'm perfect in everything. I am not. I have flaws like up the wazoo. But I have a man that will call me on my foolishness. And I love my husband for that. He will call me on my wrongdoings. Now, just like what I told y'all, it's the man, and when the man has two sides. You will talk to the king in him, or you will talk to the fool in him. It's up to you. Guys, I had a wonderful time talking with y'all today. I enjoyed myself, okay? And I want to share something with y'all. I know my perspective on the CEO. The CEO was different from what y'all believe. But I just believe the wife should stay and raise those kids with him. I would. And I would hold him on to his promise. And I would make sure that woman don't have no job no more. I would make sure. And from what she did on social media, ain't no company gonna hire her. They're gonna immediately look at that name. She ain't gonna find another job. She gonna have to probably, even if she leave the state, that video will always be up. You see how they running that thing on social media? That video will always stay up. It's a travesty. It's a travesty. Oh my God, Angry Man, how are you? I didn't know you was in here. Thank you. Thank you for coming yesterday too. I appreciate you, sir. Like the woman in the movie Troy was able to calm. Yes, yep, you're right. You're right. You're right. This is the uncomfortable truth. You have to learn how to talk to your husband. I keep telling y'all that. Manners help. I'm not lying to you. Angry Man, thank you so much for the $9.99 super chat. I greatly appreciate that. We have to do better. But like I told y'all, I enjoy talking to y'all. Everybody have a wonderful day. Let me get in here and shout out the super chats real quick before we go. Thank you to everybody who took time to donate to the channel this morning. I greatly appreciate it. So this right here is for, let me see. $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Here we go. I'm just running my mouth and I didn't even clip it. Okay. Furious, thank you, baby, for the $5 super chat. And here we go, Furious. Here we go, baby.
A lot of Jamaican ladies taking care of little white kids. I'm like, that's a bad plan. That's going to backfire. The mom's going to come home one day, Johnny, eat your broccoli. Me don't want this blood clot broccoli. I want the beef patty and some red stripe. Johnny, I'm going to get your father. Me don't scare that white boy. I see a lot of Jamaican ladies.
Oh, my God. So, shout out to Furious for the $5 super chat. And for Angry Man, sir, thank you so much. I got something for you right here. This is a rendition of, and they was clowning the mayor of Philly. This was so funny. AI is terrible, okay? Angry Man, thank you for the donation. I greatly appreciate it. Here we go right here.
Live to Big Cheryl, yeah, that's right, the big one, not the little one, as she announces the end of that drawn-out strike.
Y'all did that nut-ass strike for no damn reason.
Yeah, sure did.
Just wasting time. How the fuck do the garbage man expect to get paid just as much as our teachers? And teachers, y'all better not try that shit either.
She said don't try it.
I mean, like, seriously, the city provides the most employment opportunities to ex-cons and high school dropouts in those departments, and you motherfuckers got the nerve to be ungrateful? And then y'all got that bitch-ass bull as the president of the union with his old weak ass.
Nasty.
What the fuck does he do on the day-to-day to deserve to be paid more than the mayor of a major city?
Oh my God.
But anyway, the union took a whole unpaid week off and ain't do shit but eat pretzels and water ice together, but they'll all...
So shout out to AI, because AI is doing the most on these YouTube streets. I'm telling you, they doing the most on these streets. It's so crazy, okay? AI is wilding out. I don't have time, okay? And Philly's still a mess. Yes, Philly's still a mess, baby. I ain't lying to you. Thank you so much for everybody who took time to donate to the channel this morning. Also, Green Beans, I see you in the chat. How you doing? Listen, y'all, my thing is that I know from being married 18 years, I want us to be clear on something. I know from being married 18 years that I get my husband to do things better with honey than vinegar. I ain't lying. 18 years I've been married, and I find that in the beginning of our marriage, I was calling myself being masculine. The first 2 years, I always tell y'all this. The first 2 years of our marriage, I was calling myself being masculine. And so now you have a husband who is masculine, okay? Because ain't nothing feminine about my king. He just talks with a calm voice, okay? But you have two people. One is truly masculine and one trying to fake be masculine, okay? So now you got two people clashing the titans and stuff. And I remember my king had said to me, only one of us lay down. Only one of us lay down, okay? He said, I'm the only one that wears the pants in this marriage. He said, you're going to learn how to talk to me with some respect. That always touched me. I always remember that when he said that to me. Because it wasn't that I was nasty, like curse, scream, all these other things like that. The thing is, I always wanted to take money from our joint account. And my king didn't want that. Like he governed over our money. Hey, 60, how are you, honey? He governed over our money. So he never wanted me to just take money out for no reason. And we always used to argue about that, the 2 years. And I could have lost my husband because of my stupidity. And I'm calling myself, you know what I'm saying, my stupidity. I'm saying it for me. Now, when I found out that I could have done this better, and when my king introduced, now you're gonna get a allowance. Like once I understood that I needed to follow this man, my king said to me, regardless of how much you make, regardless of anything, this is your allowance for the month. Because all the bills and everything is paid, gas is paid, all this other stuff, the car, insurance, everything is paid. You don't need any extra money. This is your allowance. And to this day, Take Heed still get an allowance. Take Heed is not good with money. I can come to social media and tell that to you. I'm not good with money. So it doesn't bother me when my king said to me, you need an allowance. Because when you know the truth, you do better. Am I right? So this is the uncomfortable truth. I learned with my femininity, I get more things done in my king than me going ham and acting crazy and screaming and all this, because my king don't move when you scream. He look at you like you stupid. And he pull his glass down and say, repeat that again. I didn't hear what you said. Repeat that again. So when I come to him and I talk to him and I go like this, I always touch him on his chest like this. And then I talk to him. And then he understands every word and give me a kiss. He say, yeah, baby, no problem. See that? Femininity works every time. I'm telling you right now. Take Heed would not sit up here and lie to you. Stop being masculine with your husband and think he's supposed to do whatever you tell him to do. It doesn't go like that. Y'all take heed to the message. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. If you want to shop with us, our family business is called ubmracksfashion.com. Mercari, POSHMARK, and eBay. The links are in the bio. If you want to buy merch, scroll to the top of the page. You will see Shop or Store. You'll see me in a cartoon form, and in the background I have bubble letters. Take heed to the message. Also, if you want to donate directly to the channel, okay, Venmo and Cash App is available in the links in my bio and also inside the chat right now at the top of the link. I think it's at the top. No, it's at the bottom. I'm sorry. It's at the bottom, and that right there is the Cash App. Everybody have a wonderful day. Please be safe. God willing, I will see y'all tomorrow. You hear me? Hey, David, how are you? God willing. And Angie, how are you too, honey? God willing, I'll see ya, Angel. Angel. Have a good one, Angel. I'm sorry I messed up your name, baby. I'm not good with names. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God willing, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Much love to you all. Let me see what I got. Let me see what I got. Here we go. We're going to go out with this one right here.
Oh, no. Look, I ain't forget shit you. Why you hitting my phone?
Have a great one, everybody.
Oh, now you want to change since I'm gone.